All right, we're the Hebrew Israelite, and we're here week in and week out, man. You know, to preach the beautiful gospel. You know, the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai commanded us, okay, to do the work, man, because our people need to know who they are. All right. So, you know, today we go to brothers. Brothers, come here, man. Today we go to brothers, man. We go, you know, Gocc. You know, we go to brothers, man. They came to visit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come. It's like, obviously, you know, so, all right then. Okay, so you got these brothers. Obviously, they're not part of the camp yet, but they came to inquire, I guess. You know, came to build brothers. You know, sit on leave. Obviously, you got the brother Mitch. You know, these are the family, man. Go to Exodus 6 and 26 quickly. But before we start, let's go to the east. You don't have to say it, brothers, man. It's something that we say in Hebrew, you know, to give glory to Yahweh. God, Lord, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Waha, Rakah, Wadash. All right? So, yeah, go to Exodus. Go to Exodus 6 and 26. This is what the Most High is doing, man, because in our first Exodus in Egypt, you know, the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he commanded, you know, let the brother get it first, man. You can get it first. Do you have a Bible on your phone? Bro, yeah, get it, man. Do you need the Bible? Do you need the Bible? Okay.
My skin is cracked.
Put my bags.
Let me see if I can put it here, man. Because sometimes when it's too heavy, then it's...
I'll put it on the chair.
No. Don't worry, we'll try it. Yeah, alright.
Which one do I download, bro? King James with the Apocrypha. Both. We need both. King James with the Apocrypha.
I just started with King James. I got Apocrypha here.
Yeah.
But me, this one,
KJV, innit?
yeah, I started with KJV.
Yeah, pass it on to Mitch, man. Pass it on to
What's
Mitch.
that? The Bible?
Yeah, Bible.
Apocrypha.
Apocrypha, yeah.
There you go.
So I'm feeling nice, bro.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah, bro.
Mitch got a new sword.
They got a new one?
New sword on his hand.
Yeah. All right, so, yeah, let's find Exodus 6 and 26. And let's see. So I was saying that, you know, wait until they get it first and then, you know. So that's a situation where this is the strategy that the Most High put in place, right? With Moses and then his brother, what's his name? Aaron. I can't believe I forgot that. You know? So let's read it, man. Go and read it, man. Gotta read it.
What number?
Exodus 6, everyone, man. Exodus chapter 6. Yeah, Exodus 6 and 26, man. This is what the Most High say. Read it, man. Read it. Read it out loud.
Brothers ready?
Yeah, man, go on.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 6, verse 26.
No.
These are the Aaron and Moses,
Right?
to whom the Lord said,
Right?
Bring out the children of Israel
Bring out the children of Israel
from the land of Egypt,
from the land of Egypt,
according to their armies.
right, according to the armies. And the term armies is what? Camp, right? Camp. Because a camp is another term for an army, a section of the army. See, so if you think about it, camps, you got different camps, right? There are army, right? And I will show you why there are army. This is what the Most High is doing. Go to Jeremiah 16 and 16, guys. Jeremiah 16 and 16. Which all you have to do is go to the new final, yeah, 16 and 16.
16, bro. Yeah.
Jeremiah 16 and 16, man. The Most High is doing something that these heathen are not ready for. You know, right now it looks like, you know, something that is insignificant, but the Most High is so wise that he used the foolish things, right, to confound the wise. And that's how he always did. He will use things that, you know, look like they don't matter, but in the end, you know, he will grow to be big like an avalanche, in a way where the heathen won't be able to stop him, man. And that's what's going on. So read Jeremiah 16 and 16.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16.
Right.
Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Right. Behold, I will send for many fishers,
saith the Lord.
saith the Lord.
And they shall fish them.
Right. So who are the fishers now? If you remember, when Yahweh met the disciples, some of the disciples, what did he tell them?
Fishers of men.
He said, come with me, you'll be fishers of men. Because some of them were fishers. All right? So when we go out there, we are fishers. Okay? How did you come to this truth? You saw me there, right?
Yeah.
The brother knew the truth, but he saw me as always had to talk. Right? The brother was seeing me. He saw me, the brother preaching last Saturday. He said he smelled the incense, he stopped the car, came back, and he came with his brother today. Right? So this is what the word does. The word brings back the brothers that were ordained to know this truth at some point in their life. All right? Because the brother as well, the Most High as well, is creating a family. So those are fishers right now. We are fishers right now. But look where we're going with that. Carry on.
And after, I will send for many hunters.
And after, I will send for many hunters. Meaning, the same people that are fishers today will be transformed into hunters. Carry on reading it so you can understand why we will be hunters at some point.
And they shall hunt for them from every mountain.
And they shall hunt for them for every mountain. Carry on.
Every mountain.
From every mountain, right?
And from every hill.
And from every hill, right?
And out of the holes of the rocks.
And out of the holes of the rock. And I don't know if you heard about the bunkers.
Basically, the underground.
Right, the underground bunkers. A lot of these rich elite, when, you know, the time comes, they will go and hide in it. But Yahweh Shai will turn us, will give us spiritual power, and we will go and get them so they can be our slaves. Because the Bible says in Isaiah 16 and 14, or 10 I believe, that these people who build our walls, meaning like they will build our kingdom, so the heathen will be our slaves. So this is what's going. This is the beginning. This is the inception of the whole plan. Like you watch a movie, you got the beginning, and then after that it develop, and you get into the action, and you got the end. So we are in a movie, man. You know, we are in a movie. People want to talk about Hollywood. Yahweh is the best, the mastermind. All right. So here we are today. You know, why? Because we are a priest. Okay. The Most High called us to be a priest. We are priests, man. We're not supposed to be footballers, rappers, you know, actor, gangbangers, you know, goons, you know, and all the above. Or we're not supposed to be, you know, working for them. The reason why we're working for them, the reason why we, you know, pursuing a dream in Babylon is because of this captivity. Instead of become a servant to Yahweh, we are now a servant to the enemy. All right? But it's now time for us to get back, all right, to what? To our priesthood. Because we are a nation of priests and kings. Our people are out there running around like headless chicken, not knowing what to do. No, it's like that. You're looking for money. What is money going to do for things that, for what's coming right now? The Bible says your money won't mean nothing.
Digital currency.
Right. So digital currency, and for the CBDC, in case you don't know, your money, let's say you got 50K in your account, right? You grind hard, you stop doing the work, you knew about the work, but you turn your back on it, you say, let me find the money. You got 50K, just a number, 50K. It's in your account, right? What do you say?
No, sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's in your account, right? So what's happening is that now they're telling you, oh, there's a new app, all right? And that new app, you need, okay, to download the app for you to get a 50K. So your own money you can't withdraw, you know. Let's say your money don't mean nothing until you get a new app. And listen to this, right? Once you get an app, it's like you fill in an application form, and they will ask you all your details. They will even ask you for permission, you know, so that your GP can give all your database. So the government can give all your database. So meaning like now they're able to control you, man. If they don't want you to go to, if they don't want you to go to Jamaica, you won't be able to, because they will know everything. Even when you go to Tesco, they'll be able to stop the transaction. Because now the central bank has control over your own life. So this is where we're going, man. So you have to invest in the kingdom, man, to come. That's if you're wise. You have to take these things seriously. You have to take your priesthood seriously, man. You know? So yeah, let's go now to, let's start at Judges 5 and 11. Let's go to Judges 5 and 11. Man. No, Judges Bible, Old Testament. All you do, start at the beginning like that. Look at the table of content, and then you'll be able to. 5 11. Yeah, wait until they got it. You got it? Yeah, let me get it first, and then we can read it now. You know, the Most High is calling us to do something serious, man. You know, it's calling us to change our lives and to make a U-turn, man. Because everything that you see right now, very swarming shit. Excuse me, my French. You know, it won't mean nothing, man. You know, so we must rehearse the righteous act of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know? You must rehearse if you really you got it? 5 and 11. Judges 5 and 11, man. Let's read it. You know, because the Most High is calling us to rehearse. Because we can't keep the law 100%. You know, you can't keep it 100% because this captivity, this kingdom is so carnal. You know, everything is based on sinning. So, but the Most High, He's so merciful that when He gave Yahweh Shai, now He allowed you to rehearse though. You got to keep the law to the best of your ability. It doesn't mean that you can just, you know, grace is not a license to sin. You know? So read it. In Judges 5 and 11.
Chapter 5, verse 11.
Bring it out.
They that are delivered from the noise of the... So it's Lakia. It's the book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11.
Right.
They that are delivered from the noise of archers.
Right. They that are delivered from the noise of archers.
In the places of drawing water.
In the place. So in the north, what is the noise of archers? That's a prophecy right there. The nuclear missile when they come. All right. And that's Babylon. Babylon is not just America. Babylon is Europe as well. But the beast dwell in Europe as well. All right? So carry on.
In the place of drawing water.
In the place of drawing water, meaning slavery, because you are a slave, whether you understand it or not. You are a slave in this system.
Well, from the book, I
all right?
It says one man and one woman.
Right. Carry on.
There shall they rehearse. There shall they rehearse.
There shall they rehearse, meaning in our captivity, we will have to rehearse. Carry on.
The righteous acts of the Lord.
The righteous act of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And the righteous act of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is the law. Now what is a rehearsal? Every artist, before they go into a concert, they have to rehearse, right? So you have to rehearse like a simulation.
Yep.
You gotta do everything right, practice to the best of your ability.
Yep.
So we have to rehearse. This is what we're supposed to do in this captivity, man. Because think about it. The very reason why we're at the bottom, because we don't keep the law. So imagine when you start rehearsing. All the blessing that the Most High told you will have at some point in the kingdom. But even here, He will make certain things easy for you. He will open certain doors for you when you start keeping the law.
Yes.
That's a fact. So our people have to learn to rehearse the law, man. Yeah, carry on.
Even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants.
Even the righteous act toward the inhabitant, right?
Of his villages in Israel.
Right, of his villages in Israel, carry on.
Then shall the people of the Lord.
Then shall the people of the Lord, carry on.
Go down to the gates.
And what are the gates? When you read Revelation, tells you about the 12 gates, right? The kingdom, man. So rehearsing the law of the Most High will help you get into the kingdom, man. All right? Now let's jump to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You know, for those of our people who think that they can just live like that. No, you can't live like that, man. You can't live like that because, you know, you're not Esau. you're not Europeans. You're not Arab. You're not Chinese. You know, you're not 10 and 12. They can do whatever they want. That's why the Chinese can eat anything. And they're fine. The minute we start eating anything, we start high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, heart issues, heart problem, and things like that. You know, why? Because the law was given to us. And we were supposed to keep the law. At least rehearse it. We can't do what we want. And one of the biggest mistakes that our people make is thinking that they can go around living a life like other nations. No, you can't. Because you are a holy people, meaning you are separate. You can't live just anyhow, man.
Verse 12, yeah?
You know, yeah, carry on, bring it out. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. That's how it is, man. It's cool as well. So.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10,
right?
Verse 12. And now,
right?
Israel.
And now, Israel.
What doth the Lord thy God require?
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require? What does He require from you?
Of thee.
Right? Carry on.
Yeah, carry on. But to fear the Lord thy God.
Right, to fear the Lord thy God. Now, the Christian people, they will say to you that they fear the Lord. But then they'll go and eat, they'll go and eat pork. They'll go and eat prawns. And when you ask them, why are you eating that? And you say that you keep the law, I mean you fear the most, they will say, oh, the law were abolished.
To the Christ, too.
They don't understand it.
No, they still have the image of...
Sorry, Malak, they don't understand it, man. They don't understand it. The way the European broke this Bible or broke it down has nothing to do with the truth. In fact, the European is trying to make you to sin so you can still be at the bottom. You gotta. This is what Greco-Roman Christianity. The Most High didn't come. Yahweh didn't come to abolish the law. He came to fulfill. And what law did He fulfill? The law of what? the sacrifice. Because our people used to sacrifice animals for their atonement of their sin
Blood.
by the blood. But Yahushua came with a better blood, so we don't have to sacrifice. That's the law that he accomplished, as well as all the prophecy on him. That's what he accomplished. All right, but it doesn't mean that you should now eat what I mean, something that's unclean. You can't do that. That's against the law. All right. So to fear the law, the Most High tells us to fear the law, which meaning to keep the law, to keep the commandment. All right, carry on.
But to fear the Lord,
Right.
thy God,
Right.
to walk in all his ways,
To walk in all his ways, carry on,
and to love him,
and to love him,
and to serve the Lord thy God
and to serve the Lord thy God
with all thy heart.
with all the heart, meaning sincerely.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
And with all thy soul.
And with all thy soul,
Spirit and flesh.
you gotta be all in it. Not one foot inside and one foot outside, not wishy-washy. You gotta be all in it, man. That's what the Most High is calling us to do. This is who we are. Law keepers, man. This is why, you know, we at some point, when King David was ruling and King Solomon was ruling, no other nation could play with us, man. Why? Because we used to keep the law and we were powerful. How, you know, let's go to Judith. It's in Apocrypha, Judith. I believe Judith 5:20. Let me show you something, man. And these heathen knows. This is why they got us eating also of madness, and they got us doing also of foolishness, man.
5:12, yeah?
No, Judith 5. This is in the Apocrypha, Judith 5 and 20, I believe.
Verse what?
Hold on. I haven't covered that one for a long time. Yeah, read a 20.
Verse 20.
And yeah, 21. Yeah, Judith 20, Judith 5, 20 and 21, man. You got it, yeah?
Yeah.
Bring that out. Let's read it, man. Let's see what the other nations know about us, man.
This is the book of Judah, chapter 5,
Right?
verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor,
Right?
if there be any error
Uh-huh.
in this people,
Right?
and they sin against their God,
Uh-huh.
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Right, so you see? So the other nations say that, you know, every time they sin against the power, they will go to slavery, they will be at the bottom. So you know what I'm saying? They will be at the bottom, they will go to slavery, they will be in ghettos, they will be, hooked up on crack, they will be guns, they will be in gangs, they will be, colonized. This is what these people know about us, you know. That's why everywhere you go, they're always gonna sell what? The pork and the prawns. They're gonna bring Islam. They're gonna bring Greco-Roman Christianity. Even in the fashion, they're gonna make our children dress a certain way to bring that homosexual vibration on them. On TV, they're gonna brainwash our children, man. You got a black Israelite lady working for Disney, and everything, all her job is to make sure she put in some gays, some Sodom and Gomorrah vibration, man. This is what I know about us. And sometimes they recruit our people to do the dirty work, like they say, the dirty work. You see, carry on.
And let us go up,
Right?
and we shall overcome them.
You see, let us go up and we shall overcome them. So every time, we sin, they overcome us. That's the reason why we're suffering. That's the reason why it seems like the Most High don't love us. No, we don't love ourselves. Because we went against the Most High. If I got a house and I've got children and I tell them, yo, don't do this and they do that and I punish them, they can tell me I don't love them. I love you. But you did, you went against the principle. So therefore you have to be punished. Because I say what? Spare a child, spare the rod, spoil the child, right? Carry on.
Verse 21.
Right?
But if there be no iniquity
Right?
in their nation,
Uh-huh.
let my Lord
Right?
now pass by.
Right?
Lest their Lord
Uh-huh.
defend them.
See? Least the Lord defend him. And that's why, what's his name, King David was able to defeat our enemies when he was ruling. Why? Because he was one with Yahweh. The moment his son started to go to worship other God, what happened? The split of the kingdom. When King Solomon started to go to worship other God, after his death, the kingdom split. Southern kingdom, another kingdom. And after that, another kingdom was taken by the Assyrian. And after that, what happened to the southern 70 AD? Before that, we went to the Babylonian captivity. For 70 AD, the Roman came and got us, man. We had to run and go into the west coast of Africa. And then even after that, they came and got us again. And they put some of our people where? To the America, the New World, Caribbean, you know. But then these guys, what's their name? Another tribe, after Assyria, they went to America. And what happened to them? They sent Christopher Columbus. They sent the Spaniards to destroy them, man. And they took the land. So we cannot escape, man. But when we keep the law, when we start keeping the law, and we start walking how we're supposed to walk, miracles start happening, man. And this is what's going on right now. I've been noticed now, the normal Jake kind of know that he's Israelite now. The most I would use someone like Kanye West and that basketball player to let him know about that's the awakening is starting. Why? Because some of us, for years now, are starting to keep the law. Are starting to bring that vibration back. You know? It's all spiritual, man. Finish it.
Lest their Lord defend them.
Right?
And their God be for them.
Right.
And we become a reproach before all the world.
That's right, man. See that?
It's a reproach again.
A reproach is like shame. It's like, you know.
Shame face.
No, yeah, shame face. That's a reproach. Like, you know. And very soon there will be these heathen. Very soon there will be a reproach, man. Very soon there will be a reproach, man. Because the Most High will show His power through us, man. You know. Now let's go to 2nd Esdras.
We become ashamed before all the nations.
Right.
Yeah.
So even as us, right now we are ashamed before all the nations. Because we went against the Most High. But we start keeping the law. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When we sin, we become a reproach. But when we don't sin, they become a reproach. There is there's a battle going on between us and the other nation. Especially Esau, man. That's what our people don't understand. As long as you're a Negro, you're a nigger, all right? Esau gonna be ruling over you, man. When he's supposed to be a servant. See? So we have to wake up, man. It doesn't matter if you have to stand there in the snow. We got to do the work, man. Because by doing the work, we are bringing the vibration, the Israelite vibration, man. You might think that I'm standing there not doing something. No, you are bringing Ezekiel 37 to pass. You are doing something spiritual. Okay? So let's go to 2nd Esdras now.
What verse?
2nd Esdras chapter 3. Yeah, let me see.
What verse?
Yeah, let's start at 1. Chapter 3, let's start at 1. No, I say 2nd Esdras 3, chapter 3, and we start at 1. Then we're going to jump to 7. We're going to read it begin to 7.
What next? Ready?
No, chapter 3, start 1. Start 1. Yeah, let's go, man.
Alright then. This is second Ezra,
Right.
chapter 3,
Uh-huh.
verse 1.
Right?
In the 30th year
Right?
after the ruin
Uh-huh.
of the city,
Right?
I was in Babylon
Right?
and lay troubled
Uh-huh.
upon my bed,
Right?
and my thoughts came up over my heart.
See that? So that's Ezra's, man. You know, he had a vision. You know, about our captivity, man, about our suffering. Carry on.
Verse 2.
Right?
For I saw the desolation of Zion
Right?
and the wealth of them that dwell at Babylon.
Isn't that what's happening right now? So Ezra saw it a long time ago. He saw our captivity and he saw the wealth of America. He saw the wealth of Esau, man. He saw the wealth of the Israelites. You know, Saudi Arabia, all of them. He saw the. He's like, damn. He didn't understand that at that time we had some power. You know, even when we went to captivity, we knew we were. We knew who we were, and we were keeping the law to the best of our ability. We're living in that. This is the worst of captivity, you know. And people don't even know who they are. Like they don't even know anymore. They're lost. You know, carry on.
Verse 3.
Right.
And my spirit was sore moved,
Right.
so that I began to speak words full of fear
Right.
to the Most High, and said,
Right.
O Lord,
Uh-huh.
who bearest rule,
Uh-huh.
thou spakest
Right.
at the beginning,
Uh-huh.
when thou didst plant the earth,
Right.
and that thyself alone,
Uh-huh.
and commandment,
And commandest.
and commandest the people.
Right. So you see, carry on.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And gave us a body
Right.
unto Adam,
Right. To Adam, yeah.
without soul,
Right.
which was the workmanship of thine hands,
Uh-huh.
and didst breathe into him
Right.
the breath of life.
Right, the breath of life. We will find out what our breath is. So the Most High, from the get-go, he chose already a line, which is us, through Adam. You know? Carry on.
And he was made living before thee.
Right, because when you read Genesis 1, right, the Most High created the Adamite, right? But they didn't have the breath of life in them. Why? Meaning like, they were living life, but they didn't have the law in them. That breath of life means the law. We will see that as we read. Carry on.
Verse 6. And thou leddest
Right?
him into paradise,
Uh-huh.
which thy right hand
Right?
had planted,
Uh-huh.
before ever the earth came forward.
Right.
Verse 7. And unto him thou gavest commandment,
Right?
to love thy way.
Right, so he gave us the commandment to love his way. It always been like that. It always been like that. Before, we didn't have the book.
Yeah.
It was in us to know what's what. It was in us to please the Most High. That's why up to now, when an Israelite man does something, even when he's wrong, he knows he's wrong. Because it's in us to be righteous, man. Carry on.
Which he transgressed,
Right?
and immediately
Uh-huh.
thou appointest
Right.
death
Uh-huh.
in him,
Right?
and in his generations.
Generations. Right, because we were immortal before, man. Before we fell into sin, we were immortals, man. When you read Ezekiel 31, it tells you how the other nation envy us. And that's how Esau got to, or the spirit of Esau, which is the serpent in the garden, got to deceive Eve because they were jealous of our immortality, the fact that we were immortal. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we're going into. In the kingdom, we'll be immortal as well. Carry on.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
And unto him thou gavest commandment
Right.
to love thy way,
Uh-huh.
which he transgressed.
Right.
And immediately thou appointed this death
Right?
in him,
Uh-huh.
and in his
Generation.
and in his generations, of whom came nations,
Right.
tribes,
Uh-huh.
people,
Right.
and kindreds.
Right. So that's why in the Bible, in Revelation 7 and 9, when he say, and I saw, out of all nations,
Yeah.
a tongue that talks about Because you have to remember how people were scattered all over the world.
Four corners.
Four corners.
Speckled birds.
So it's talking about us, about us, man. It's not about, it doesn't mean that now other nations can have salvation. No, salvation is only for the Israelite. Okay, because he gave us the law. Only to us, he gave the commandments, man. That's why it's so important that we fight to keep the law, man. This is not a joke thing. It's serious. Carry on.
Out of Number, verse 8.
Right?
Let's go. And every people walked after their own will,
See that? Yeah?
and did wonderful things before thee, and despised thy commandment.
Right. Now, let's jump to verse 16. So we know now why we're in such a messed up situation. Because we despise, right.
Dabbling in witchcraft, sorcery, worshipping a goat, or bull sacrifice,
Right.
false gods, following marrying to other nations, worshipping their gods,
Idol worship, basically.
worshipping wooden statues.
You know? That's Christianity and Islam is part of it, man. Greco-Roman Christianity and Islam is the biggest stumbling block before the Israelite, man. Yes, but that destroyed our people. Especially the brother in Islam, bro, the brother in Islam, man. You know, but if they come here and they try to spot, I will confine them, because I've got the Quran here, man. And I will show them even the Quran uplift, you know, the word.
It talks about Israel being the chosen people as well.
Huh?
It speaks about Israel being the chosen people.
Right.
In the Quran as well.
And he tells us that the guide is the book, the guide is the Torah.
Can I say something to you though? Guys, if we're scattered to all nations and we're like any other nation, we can't go
Right.
follow.
No, of course we know. That's how we say the heathens. You know?
That's very spirit.
Right, carry on. Yeah, go to 16.
This is second Ezra, chapter 3, verse 16.
Right,
And unto him thou gavest Isaac,
right,
and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob
right,
and Esau.
right,
As for Jacob,
right.
thou didst choose him to thee.
So you see, so Yahweh chose us. All right, Yahweh chose us, man.
Chose Jacob.
He chose Jacob. Carry on.
Blessed Esau with the sword.
And put by Esau.
And put by Esau. And the reason why they're so against us right now, and the reason why when Kanye was saying, when he said that peace, we have to stop it, is because they hate the fact that we have the kingdom. Because Esau cried that day when Isaac was, you know, gave the blessing to Jacob, man. He cried, man. And they don't like it because they know that.
Well, because he was hungry.
Yeah, but he sold his thing, man. He sold his birthright. That's the reason why. Because they're not patient. These are the people. Look how they eat. They'll go to a restaurant and say they want it red. They don't even want the meat. They don't even want the steak to be red, to be done. Why the Bible tells us when you cook a meat, make sure the blood comes out in it. Why? Because there's life in the blood.
Yep.
So it has to come out first, and then you can eat it. So it's not harmful, but nevertheless, Esau is very hateful toward us. Okay, because we were given, he was put by, and Jacob was chosen. You see, carry on.
As for Jacob,
Right,
thou didst choose him to thee,
right,
and put by Esau,
right,
and so Jacob
right.
became a great
You
multitude.
see that? And so Jacob became a great multitude. So again, Daniel 7 and 9, speaking about the multitude, it speaks about who? About Israel. But we are that multitude. Why? Like the brother said, we were scattered all over the place. So you will have a Chinese-looking Israelite.
That's on the
You know, a Caucasian-looking Edomite. I mean, the Chinese-looking Salakia, the Chinese-looking Israelites, Salakia, a Chinese-looking Israelite. Our people were scattered all over the place. You understand? All over the place. You got the Arabs as well. You will see a lot of our people in the Israelite world. You see, and that's the thing, man. That's the reality. But you got brothers in this truth saying that, oh no, you know, all the Israelites are dark skinned. No.
That's bullshit.
You know, because when you read Jeremiah 9, it tells you, on 12 and 9, I believe, it says you that my people is like unto me like a speckled bird.
Yes.
And when you look into the speckled bird is like many No, speckled belly is mainly like many color.
Yeah, look, it's not about colour, it's about the spirit.
You know what I'm saying? Right? So now let's jump to, let's go to Malachi 2. Malachi chapter 2. Chapter 2 and verse 7.
Is that back in the proper? Which one is it? The Bible?
Malachi is the last book of the Old Testament. Just look. When you see Matthew, right? Then right before that is Malachi.
Chapter what? 2.
Yeah.
Verse.
Let's start 7. Well, like, show him. Yeah. I like the last book. Last book of the Torah, I believe. And after that, right before that, you got the Matthew. Supposed to be the Apocrypha there, but you know, they took it out, man. We got it back, though. We got the Apocrypha now, and we know the truth. You know. Second chapter.
Zechariah.
Chapter 2.
Verse 7, yeah, verse 7.
Brothers, you there? You ready? This is the book of Malachi,
Right.
chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge,
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, carry on.
and they should seek
Right?
the Lord at his mouth.
Right?
For he is the messenger.
Right. So we as priests, we're supposed to walk. We're supposed to keep knowledge, man.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do this work, man.
Speak knowledge, yeah.
You know? We're supposed to follow the Most High. We have to come back sincerely to this thing because the Most High is watching. You know? The Most High is a power that you don't see. Look, you might have angel over there, right there, yeah? Sometimes you see them, but sometimes you don't see them.
Yeah.
But what they'll do, they'll be there, and they'll be watching us, and they'll be reporting to the Most High. They know everything that you're doing, bro. There's no escaping, man. There's no escaping.
Write it down.
They're writing it down. If you're not doing it properly, they will come and get you when the time comes, man. See, so it's a very dangerous thing. It's not like something it's not a joke thing, man.
That's why I'm not on the rolls, man.
You gotta be careful, man.
Survive out here, bro. Regardless.
You know? Yo, so,
Finish it. For
yeah,
he is the
carry on.
messenger
Uh-huh.
of the Lord of hosts.
Right?
That's 8, yeah?
Yeah, carry on, my life.
Okay. Verse 8.
Right?
But ye are departed out of the way.
Right, so we departed out of the way, man. Trying to do our own things. This is the reason why we are at the bottom. Carry on.
Ye have caused
Right?
many to stumble
You have caused many to stumble, man.
at the law.
You see that? And these were initially, you know, given and spoken about, written toward who? The Levites. And these are the priests. But we are the priests today.
Isn't that Haitians?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Levites back in time, like the priests. They were the only one that was supposed to be the priest. So you say like you trying to do voodoo and other things. You know what I'm saying? But today we are the priests. All right? We are the priests today as well. But we have to do it the right way, man. We can't just bring false, false doctrine and bring wickedness into this thing, man. Carry on.
Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi.
Right, yeah.
Saith
Carry
the
on.
Lord of hosts.
See? So this is the covenant of Levi, you know. This is the thing where when people went to the temple, you know, and broke the wrong thing, they dropped dead. This is a serious thing that we're doing. So you can't come in this thing and play, man. Gotta be serious. Carry on.
Verse 9. Therefore,
Right?
have I also made you contemptible
Right?
and base before all the people,
Right?
according
And base before other people. What is base?
What?
To be on the bottom, man. You see, carry on.
according as ye have not kept my ways,
Right. So you haven't kept the ways. Carry on.
but have been partial in the law.
Partial in the law, meaning, you know,
Half-hearted.
playing around half-hearted, not taking it seriously. You know, the Most High gonna get you for that, man. Gotta
Verse
be
10.
serious. Yeah, carry on.
Verse 10. Have we not all
Right?
one Father? Have not one God created us?
Right?
Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother,
Right. So that's that, man.
by profaning
Right?
the covenant of our father?
Right. So when we go against our own brothers and when we wicked, you know, against each other, you know, we profane the covenant, man. And the Most High is calling us to do the right thing.
Basically, take responsibility for your mistakes.
Right. The Most High is calling us to do the right
Where
thing.
you went wrong and put it right.
You
Can't be
know?
half-hearted though at the same time, bro. You obviously got to rehearse the best of our ability, innit?
You can't be half-hearted. You have
But
to
I'm
do
not
it
gonna
right.
lie, yeah. I'm not gonna
Hold on,
say-
don't worry. After
Well,
we can
none
talk
of us
about
are
the
yeah.
camera. Yeah, carry on. Read
Verse 11.
no, Revelation 1 and 7.
No revelation, right at the back.
Yeah, right at the back,
One
man.
and seven.
Yeah, right at the back. Revelation 1 and 7. Obviously, the Most High, He will have mercy on us.
It's the book of
You know?
prophecy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Revelation 1 and 7, man. Let's read it. Revelation 1 and 7. Book of Revelation 1 and 7, man. You know, let's see what the Most High is telling us. You know, we have to remind ourselves of who we are, man. We ain't gonna be niggas forever.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1, verse 7.
First chapter.
Chapter 1 and verse 7, Malak.
Go to still.
Are
Wait.
you there, Malak?
Verse 7, bro.
Chapter 1, verse 7, Malak. Alright, read it, Malak.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 7.
Right?
Behold, he cometh with clouds,
Right?
and every eye shall see him,
Right?
and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen.
Right.
Verse 8. I am Alpha and Omega,
Right?
the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord,
Right?
which is, and which was, and which is to come,
Right?
the Almighty. Verse 9. I, John, who also,
Right, leave it like that, leave it like that. You know, so the Most High, Yahweh Shah is coming, man, with them chariots. You see that? It's coming for vengeance, man.
Father shit.
Right. So you gotta take these things serious. No, it's not a joke. There was this movie, what's the movie, the name of that movie? Independence Day,
Independence Day, yeah.
right? When you saw the fellowship coming,
Yeah.
big thing, you know, like, the Bible says in Zephaniah 1 that it will cover the, like,
It will cover the sun.
if it come on midday, it will be dark all of this because it will cover the sun, man. This is what await us, you know. This is what await these heathens. This is what await us. This is no joke. So either you, like I say, either you get down or you lay down, right? Because it says as well in Isaiah 66 and 15 that he's coming to destroy. He said, go to it, go to
coming with
it.
fire.
Isaiah 66 and
Fire.
15, man. Go to it, man.
66.
You know?
I
You gotta take this thing seriously. Huh?
Highly concentrated fire.
Right.
And laser beams.
You know?
Old Testament, my brother. 60 what? 66?
Don't worry, just read it. Just read it. Otherwise we're gonna.
What verse?
And 15, man. 15.
Yeah, follow.
Yeah, don't worry, but just go read it. Read
It's
it.
the book of Isaiah,
Right.
chapter 66,
Uh-huh.
verse 15.
Right.
For behold,
Uh-huh.
the Lord will come with fire,
Right.
and with his chariots,
Uh-huh.
like a whirlwind,
Right.
to render his anger
To render his anger,
with fury,
his anger with fury, man.
and his rebuke
Right.
with flames of fire.
Huh. His rebuke with flames on fire. Read it.
Verse 16.
Right.
For by fire
Right.
and by his sword
Right.
will the Lord plead
Right.
all flesh,
Uh-huh.
and the slain
Right.
of the Lord
Right.
shall be many,
And the slave of the Lord
and the slaves.
shall be.
And the slain
Right.
of the Lord shall be many.
That's right. Okay. So he's gonna destroy a lot of people, man. Now go to 1 Peter 2. 1 Peter chapter 2. You read 9 and you jump. You read 5 and you jump to 9. You read 5 and you jump to 9. Let's have to follow that. Let's have to follow. You want to follow?
I want to follow, bro.
Yeah? All right, man.
I came out my house to learn, bro. I could have stayed on my PlayStation, bro. That's the learning.
You got a place before.
Yeah, man. 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 2. First Peter chapter 2. First Peter chapter 2, man, verse 5, and then you jump to 9.
It's alright, just read. Just go on.
Yeah, read it, man. Let's hear it, man. Don't worry, you'll get there. He will get there.
I'm a warrior, bro.
Come on, read it, man. Like, read it. Let's see, man.
5 and then jump to 9 after that.
Yeah, 5 and just to 9.
This is 1 Peter,
Right.
chapter 2,
Right.
verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Ye also,
Right.
as lively stones,
Right.
are built up a spirit, are built up
Right.
a spiritual house,
Right.
and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices.
Right. So we are a holy priesthood that offer what? Spiritual sacrifice. So when you come here to do the work, it's like you're offering spiritual sacrifice. You're like a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know, you sacrifice a lot of things in your life. You come every time you do the work. What? For people, why? For people to know what's up. Because some brother might, hear you, and they will go home and they will type Hebrew Israelites start learning. Because you're like a sign unto Israel. The Most High is using you as a vessel to bring Israel to Him. So this is an important office, man. Jump to when you finish verse 5, jump to verse 9.
Acceptable to Yahweh,
Right?
by Yahweh Shai. Verse 9.
Right?
Verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation,
Right?
a royal priesthood, an holy nation,
Right?
a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises
Right?
of him
Right?
who have called you out
Right?
of darkness
That's right.
into his marvelous light.
See that? All right. So He called us into His marvelous light, man. So it's very important for us to do this work. Very. All right. Let's go to Ephesians. Ephesians 4. Ephesians 4.
Verse.
Start 11.
I'm waiting for that man to change.
Oh, read it, man.
Okay, this is the book of Ephesians.
I was saying earlier about the fact that we're not gangbangers, we're not gangsters, we're not basketball players, football player. We're not supposed to be that, or rappers on that. That's not what we're supposed to be, man. All right, we're better than that, man. Come on. Verse 11, read it.
This is the Paul's epistles, chapter 4, verse 11.
Right?
And he gave some,
I like this thing, man.
and he gave some apostles, and some
Right?
prophets.
Right, so he gave some apostle. So this was this man, bro. Like I don't know if your brother see it, like I see it.
Yeah.
To be an apostle is a beautiful thing. In the kingdom, when you're an apostle, you go all over the place, all over the heathen countries, to set up stuff. Yeah, to set up, to teach them how to be, you know, a man of the Lord, how to keep the law, man. You know how they go to our country, they go to Jamaica, they will go to, you know, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, you know, Trinidad and Tobago, they will go to Nigeria, Ghana, so on and so forth, to establish the educational system.
Yeah.
You know how you speak English in Ghana, you speak English in Jamaica, they go and set up the system. We will go in that land and set up Hebrew, and the curriculum will be in Hebrew. They will learn Hebrew, they will study the prophet. This is what they're going to be doing, man. Okay? Carry on.
This is verse 11.
Right?
And he gave some apostles,
Right?
and some prophets,
Right?
and some evangelists, and some
Right?
pastors,
Right?
and teachers.
Right?
Verse
Right.
12.
Uh-huh.
For the perfecting of the saints,
Right?
for the work of the ministry,
Right?
for the edifying
Right?
of the body of Christ.
Right?
Verse 13.
Yeah?
So we all come
Uh-huh.
in the unity
Right.
of the faith
Right?
and of the knowledge
Right?
of the Son of Yahweh,
Right?
unto a perfect man,
You see that? The Most High is calling to be perfect, man.
unto the measure
Right.
of the stature
Right.
of the fullness
Right.
of Christ.
Right? Mashiach, right? Carry on.
Verse 14. That we henceforth
Right?
be no more children.
So we shouldn't act like children anymore.
Yeah.
You know, we should, you know, aim for better things, man.
Yeah.
We should aim for greatness in Yahushua HaMashiach, man. Alright? We should leave niggerism. For real. You know, carry on.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
That we henceforth
Right?
be no more children,
Right?
tossed to and fro,
Right?
and carried about
Uh-huh.
with every wind of doctrine,
Right?
by the sleight of men
Right?
and cunning craftiness.
See that? You have to stop the cunningness and the craftiness and malice and all of that. You have to get rid of it. We can't be like that's Esau. We can't move like Esau anymore, man. You know, carry on.
Whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Yeah, we don't want to deceive it. That's Satan work, man.
Trust.
If you're in the truth, don't deceive, brother. Just be real, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Holy priest unto Yahweh, man. All right. Now let's go to Exodus 19 and 6. We're gonna read a bit of the word, man. You know, we're gonna read the word. Exodus 19 and 6, man.
Chapter 19.
You got it? Yeah, go on, Malak, read it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 19,
Right?
verse 6.
Right?
And ye shall be unto me
Right?
a kingdom of priests
A kingdom of priests,
and
yeah?
a holy nation.
And a holy nation. To be holy is to be separate,
Yeah,
to be sanctified.
yeah,
Want to say something?
yeah. How'd you know?
Yeah, go on.
Chapter
I
19.
thought that holy has like being like abstaining from music and the world and
I mean, like,
just one with Yahweh. You get me?
Well,
Not one, but like be.
yeah. That's part of it
You know what
as
I'm
well.
saying, like,
That's part of it.
obviously-
So you have to separate yourself. That's what the
Yeah.
Bible says in Revelation 18 and 4. Come out of her, my people.
Yeah.
Come out what? Come out Babylon, man. What is Babylon? All the set, all the ways.
Reform your mind from
Yes.
the way of
Renew
thinking.
your mind. Reform your mind.
Renew it, man.
Reformation. See. You know what I
They
mean?
taught us in that whole house church.
Right. So let's go. Malak, hold up, Malak. Let's read
Sending
it.
shots. Hey, no.
Read it.
Hey.
Read it. Exodus 19 and 6.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Right.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
And Moses came and called for the elders
Right.
of the people
Uh-huh.
and laid before their faces
Right.
all these words
Right.
which the Lord commanded him.
Right.
Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And all the people
Right.
answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken
Right.
we will do.
Right. So the Most High wants us to do his work.
Yeah.
The Most High wants us to keep the law. Right?
Commands us to do what we
You
do.
know, it's very important. Go to Deuteronomy 14 and 2. Man. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. Bring that out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14,
Right.
verse 2. For thou art a holy people
For thou art a holy people
unto the Lord thy
unto
God,
the Lord thy God, yeah.
and the Lord hath chosen thee.
Right? So Yahweh has chosen us, man.
Yes.
Yahweh has chosen you Israelite, man. You so-called Negroes and Hispanic, but they don't even know who they are.
They don't even know that. I believe some know that they're chosen, but they don't know where to like start. Like,
And some of them, they're stuck in the way. Some of them, they know what time to eat, but they want to do what they want. It doesn't work like that, man. So the Most High going to lick down. The Most High is a terrible power. The Most High is a terrible power. I'm telling you, you don't want to wait until it licks you down for you to understand this thing, man. You know?
Yeah.
Is that more than that?
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people,
Right?
unto himself,
Right?
above all the nations that are upon the earth.
See that? So that's what you should put that in your mind, man. As an Israelite, this is what you're supposed to do. It's simple. Understand this thing and then working toward it, right?
Yeah.
Let's jump to Isaiah 61:6. The Most High is a beautiful God, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is a beautiful God that we should serve him. We should learn to serve. We serve Satan for too long. You know? You have to serve our power now, man. Look where, serving Satan got us, man. Subservient, servant, slaves, in servitude, man. Slave to a base man like Esau, man. Are you mad? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. You're better than Esau. But yet he's ruling over us. Or he's ruling over you. You have to go to work every day and say, yes, master. And he try shit in your ears, man.
I told my boss.
Some of them, they're not even, some of them, they're low IQ, but they will tell you, go left, go right, and you have to do it, man. It's annoying, bro. I'm tired of that. Like, I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of this fucking captivity, man. It's a joke. We got a God that can take us somewhere and then we play with it. And you got demons like them eating pork, very unclean people that are trying to rule over us, man. When we are the rulers of this earth, man. Come on. It's time we wake up, man. Yeah, read that, man. Isaiah 60, what did I say? 61:6 here.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 61,
Right.
verse 6. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord.
Right.
Men shall call you the ministers
Right.
of our God.
Right.
You shall eat the riches
You see that? So this is where we're going with this thing, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the Most High gonna upgrade you. The Most High gonna set you up like king. You're gonna be ruling. You're gonna be eating the food. They're gonna work hard and bring tribute and bring everything to you. This is where you want. This is where you wanna be in your future, man. You ain't gonna lose this promise just because you wanna make money in this kingdom. So because you wanna make a kingdom that's falling, what making money in this kingdom? What is it gonna give? What is it gonna do to you, man? This king is like you got this building, right? And let's say in 6 months it's falling, but yet you wanna go and rent a yard in that place. Let's say in 6 months it's falling, you wanna go and live there. You gonna pay rent? That's silliness, man.
That don't make no sense.
That's some dumb shit. So we want to now, get into the kingdom. So read it, my life.
Men shall call you the ministers
Right.
of our God.
Uh-huh.
You shall eat the riches
Right.
of the Gentiles.
Uh-huh.
And in their glory
Right.
shall ye boast yourselves.
See that? In that glory, meaning like, you know how they go to Africa, they go to Jamaica, they go and take our mineral and natural resources and then thinking that they're on top. They're eating our glory. For America to be, we built England. We built America. We built everywhere. Look, if you go to Europe, wherever there's like less, there's not a lot of Israelite or Jake, it's very boring. If you go to the eastern part of Europe, it's boring.
Yeah.
But if you go to England, France, Holland, all of these places, they're lit. Why? Because there's a lot of Jake there.
Hey, but the truth is,
We the salt of this earth,
the
man.
Israelites ruled Europe for 1,000 years.
Yeah, I know, we know that, man.
Selachim.
Yeah.
Selachim Israel. And in their glory
Uh-huh.
shall ye boast yourselves.
You see that? And in the glory, meaning that in the hard work, wherever they work, they're going to bring it to you. This is what's going to be your stability, man. You're going to eat their food, man. They're going to feed you. They're going to be your servants. Alright? Carry on.
Verse
That's
7.
It. No, that's it. Go to Isaiah 62 and 3. Go to Isaiah 62 and 3, man.
This is the book of Isaiah,
right?
Chapter 62, verse 3.
Right?
Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem.
A diadem, like it's like something like they used to put, the priests used to put right there in the forehead, right? And you say, only unto Yah. You know, you're gonna represent that. You're gonna be like a king. That's what it means. You're gonna be a king. You know, Yahweh is the King of Kings, Lord of Lord, but you're gonna be a king with your crown, man. You're gonna be ruling. All right, carry on.
In the hand of thy God.
Right.
Verse 4.
Now that's it. Now go to that's the last verse. Go to Hebrew 4 and 14, man. And we're gonna say Shalom. Hebrew 4 and 14. It's cold, man.
Don't worry, man. We're soldiers, man.
Right, I know.
I was born a man. I was sick.
You know?
14, yeah?
Right. Hebrew 4 and 14.
This is Hebrews chapter 4.
Right.
Verse 14.
Right.
Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh, Shai, the son of Yahweh, let us hold fast our profession.
See that? That's our profession, man. Hold fast. Your profession is to be an Israelite, is to be a priest, is to learn this truth and teach it to people around you. Is to go out there and do the work. Is to take your lot seriously. This is not a joke thing. All right? So with that, hopefully you were edified. Hopefully we'll be back, you know, here, you know, and doing the work like we've been doing, you know. Hopefully we'll do that, man. Hopefully the Most High got us. All right? So shalom to you, brothers. We'll turn to the east and we'll give our praises. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Wahab, Wahab, Wadash, Wadash. Death to Babylon.
Abad Babo.
Abad Babo.
Let's go now. All right, brother. All right.